Not only do you not have kids,
I don't.
you are also a virgin.
I am.
So you 30 plus and you're a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's so dope.
Ayy. Ayy. Let's talk about it. If you gotta get it off your chest, let's talk about it. I'ma tell the truth, nothing less. Let's talk about it. Gotta keep it real, what you expect. Let's talk about it. Ayy, let's talk about it.
I'm pretty sure all of us done heard this shit before, right? Being 30 plus without kids as a red fucking flag. What do you think about that stigma? Because you don't have kids, you over 30. You don't have kids, you over 30.
Mm-hmm.
You have?
Hell no, I got no kids.
Okay.
You can still have kids. I mean, yeah, I still have kids, but I don't want kids.
Because some people, so many gay women, they got damn kids, and then they gay after the fact.
Right, and then too, like I know some gay guys too that, you know what I'm saying, like have like an actual family, but I don't want kids.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, what do y'all think about that stigma? Being 30 plus with no kids as looked at as a red flag?
Honestly, I don't feel like it's a red flag. I don't know why people would look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people just are not ready for kids. Like in your 20s, I think people like chime in and try to like have their kids then, or they say that, you know, if you get too old, you're gonna be 40, dropping off your kid. And I'm like, no, like I don't know. I feel like if you're 30 and you don't have kids, it's kind of like it's different because you look at guys and most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, they gonna have kids. So it's something different.
Yeah.
It's something different.
What's your thoughts on that shit? I know you done probably heard it before. Oh, you 30
I mean, I hear it often, but of course I don't hear it as often as women my age. You know what I mean?
You think so? Mm-hmm. So y'all think?
Because like women, of course, I'm not even gonna say it's a myth, but it's just passed down through generations where they talk about geriatric pregnancies, right? And so they got a little timeline on themselves, like men can have children whenever. So of course, everybody knows I have female friends, so it's more so I hear more of like their experiences than I can hear my guys saying, "Oh yeah." So you know what I mean? Matter of fact, it's almost like a plus for me being single with no kids, because the ones who don't have children, they want to start something new off with me as well.
So my thing more so is I don't think people necessarily mean it to the geriatric part and all that. More so people, when I see it as a red flag, or they say it as a red flag,
oh, you must
they're
be
talking
a
about,
problem.
oh, you must not be shit, or
Yeah.
what's wrong with you, or you.
Damn, why can't I just be cautious?
Yeah. Oh, you
You know?
ain't got no kids yet. What the fuck wrong with
Yeah.
you? Just because they done fucked up and then had kids with 2 or 3 different baby daddies, baby mamas and stuff.
Yeah.
But now, instead of them reflecting on self, like, well, technically, I probably shouldn't have had kids.
Or they
what
would excuse it and be like, well, you're gonna be old as hell trying to raise a child and shit. I got mine out the way by the time
the whole time they struggled.
Yeah,
like that.
and the whole time it was a mistake, and they ended up by themselves, single parent, whatever issue was at the time. So,
Not only do you not have kids,
I don't.
you are also a virgin.
I am.
So, you 30 plus, and you're a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's so dope.
yeah, so like, how is that? How is life being in today's society as a virgin over 30 years old, and you cute?
Huh, okay.
And I know a lot of people like throw that in there, like, damn girl. People be like, oh, you lying, or you capping, you.
Yeah, I've heard it a lot. It's peaceful for me, but it causes some problems. You know, the same way people slut shame, they virgin shame. Wow. So it's like you got your good and you got your bad. Some people say, oh, you know, she's 30, she should be experienced. She's too unexperienced for me, or inexperienced for me. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So, and then you got people that like, oh, I wish I could meet somebody like that, or, you know, I don't know. It's a lot that comes with it, because say for instance, if I try to date somebody, like I really have to be intentional about dating that person, because I have to kind of like make sure that you are interested in me and not what you can get, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, have you had like a long-term serious relationship?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Is that purposely?
Yeah, it is. Because I've gotten to the point, I think, like, first and foremost, like, when I was, like, 18 or whatnot, like, it was easier for me. I think that would be, like, the hardest for some people because you're still, like, in high school, peer pressure, but it was hard for me. And then the 20s, that's when it hit, the 20s. So I wasn't really conscious about myself. I was, like, in school, degrees, back to back. Like, I'm in school all my whole 20s. So it's like, you know, as far as my 30s, I'm so comfortable with it now. I'm very comfortable with it.
Pull your mic up. So you comfortable? Okay. So what was your main determining factor
Yeah, I
to
was trying to
do
figure
that?
out, like, was it intentional or is it something that you started and just kind of just went along the way? Like,
It was very intentional. I was raised in the church, but that did not help me with my decision. I think, like, my mom, she's a single parent. I'm a twin, and I have a younger sister.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like seeing her go through what she went through, that was a factor because I'm like, that's a lot. And then I think as I kind of got older, I don't know, like I made this vow to God. I'm like, you know what? I feel like if I were to have my husband and he was to be able to be gifted something like that, I say gift because it's really I guess it's rare. I would say it's very rare.
yeah. No, definitely.
You're a
Yeah.
unicorn
So,
right now.
you know-
At that age range too. If a girl's maybe 18, 19, I'd be like, okay, you know, that's good. But beyond 30?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so, like, do you ever get that urge? Or do you not crave because you haven't had it?
Like I said, you can't miss what you've never had. There are times where you are tempted, but it's just like, it's not to the point where you can't resist it, I would say. Because if you haven't had it before, you don't know what to experience, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So,
So,
Do you masturbate?
that's
no,
exactly what I was going to ask.
no,
So, you don't even masturbate?
no.
So, okay. So, I guess it's good, but then I guess it's bad. Because, like, for us, once you have sex, it's like for us, before you were to get married with somebody, you kind of think, like, I got to see what it's like
Before.
before I get
yeah.
married.
Can I
'Cause then
chime
if
in?
I get married,
Yeah.
then it's
Right.
trash. Because you have somebody. But you saved yours.
Yeah.
So,
But you can learn, like y'all can learn. Like that stuff, I feel like it's not like riding a bike. I would say that, but it's like, say for instance, like I meet a guy and he's experienced or whatever, but he's very respectful and he honors the fact that I want to wait until marriage. So it's like if I were to marry that man, okay, yeah, I might have trouble riding that bike at first, but you get to learn. Like that's the fun part about it. Like I get to learn what he likes, what I like, and then
in reverse, does it ever cross your mind to like, oh, you know, he's experienced, he not this and that and the third, he done did this with X and O many people. Does that bother you, or you fine with having a guy that done been around the world,
hey, listen,
spun the block?
It don't bother me. I swear it don't. It don't bother me at all.
So you'd rather have somebody experienced than meet another virgin?
Honestly, either or.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with
I
either.
think it'd be dope to get another version,
It
but
would.
the odds
I think it
are-
would be too.
hard.
I think it would be different for. So when you made the point of like learning, I think for a male version is very different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, we come in sizes,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So over time, you might think like this 4-inch ain't working for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Once you start
if
liking,
get a version, she might not care.
I said over time though. Over time, you just realize, I might need something a little bit bigger. You feel me? Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. As a but I will say too, I feel like I don't know. As a male, being a virgin, if a male is a virgin beyond 30 something, I don't think he gonna match you. I feel like it's gonna be something very off-putting about a dude beyond his 30s. That's like, I don't know.
You think that's a different like mental mind state?
I think so too. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna just be real. I'm surprised you're not corny. Like, so you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Okay,
That's valid.
and
Yeah, that's valid.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's only I know
Yeah.
2 dudes currently that's
Okay.
virgins. Corny, and like
And you can look at them and be like,
Don't-
I see why you a virgin.
yeah, and like not
okay,
even the
okay,
fact
yeah,
of
okay.
like, even though you a virgin, even when you do have sex or whatever, you gotta have swag, rhythm. You gotta be able to do like these niggas is very uncoordinated and like it just seemed like damn nigga when you do get it, I hope you is a virgin because that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like the guys that I've known that held their virginity for a long ass time is like
Yeah.
weirdos to some extent.
Is that intentional or you don't know?
What you mean?
For the 2 men that you know, is it intentional or they just not getting
I
any?
don't know. I think pussy make niggas get cooler. Like, think about. Nah, I'm dead ass.
I'm saying, but
Like,
I'm saying, did they intentionally? Are they being a virgin intentionally, or is it they just didn't get
that
pussy
part,
along
I
the way?
don't know.
Oh.
One dude I know for sure. We had an in-depth conversation. He like, I'm waiting for my wife.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yo, that's
Oh,
dope.
Yeah, that's
that's
cool.
dope. Everybody
Yeah.
else at work, like, nigga, you ain't getting no wife. Like, but me, I like,
Yeah.
it's cool, I don't, and whatever, like, but I just feel like it's different, because, like, even you, think about before you start liking girls, when you young, like, when you young, and then once you start really liking girls, you try to start getting, like, dressing better, smelling good,
Yeah.
being, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you know you're not doing it or not having sex, you don't have
Yeah.
that sexual, what you call orientation, like, it's like, I don't care. And that's
Yeah.
how they kind of act. I don't care. They.
Yeah, because women not feeding you that energy or that aura that really like put you on.
Yeah,
like,
that
damn,
makes you
yeah.
feel like, all right, I
Yeah.
gotta step my game
Yeah,
up.
that
I
kind of
gotta-
swag you up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you consider yourself an independent woman.
Yes, very
you
much so.
independent and you're a virgin.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like you can see that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I can
Right.
really see like you kind of stand strong in
Yeah.
like what you believe in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So-
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that's like you said, it's gonna be hard. Like, do niggas ever feel afraid to like once they figure out this
Intimidated,
part,
yeah.
intimidated, and it's like, has a dude ever like, oh nah, I'm good, just cause of that. You a
No.
virgin, and then they like, oh, and you doing all this on your own, cause so you live completely by yourself and everything. You own your own stuff
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep. 2 vehicles, like it's just me.
So
Just me.
I feel like, the term with the independent shit creates like a toxic standpoint for a lot of women because they take it as in like, oh, I'm independent. Saying that is fine.
Yeah,
Now when you
yeah.
say I'm independent, I don't need no nigga. That's the shit I don't really be liking because they.
You won't hear me say that though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's too different. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like for me, that's all I know. Like my mom was a single parent, so all I know is to do it on your own. Like I've repaired cars, I've changed tires. Yes, I've done all of that because I had to do it. Like who else gonna do it? So I had to take care of it. It was done. But I'm learning how to, I guess, bask in being a woman and letting a man be a man, if that makes sense. But still, just know, I can do it. I'm independent. I got it. But I'll let you do what you do.
That's gonna be crazy because like not only have you not done, now you're gonna be learning everything, and it's gonna be like so fresh because you say you ain't even like had a real relationship
Right.
and all of that. So I don't know. Sometimes people get complacent to how they live. Are you willing to conform to like another person to like cater and or to like meet in the middle, or are you too accustomed to being by yourself doing things
Ooh,
your
that's
way?
a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say it depends. It depends. Like if you are willing to take the lead, I'm cool with that. I am. But if you're gonna ask me something that's outside of the lines of my morals and values, or you kind of like, I can't steer that way. I've been this way for a long time. So it'll be hard. It'll feel like I'm actually doing something wrong if I was to do something that's out of what I guess my norm. Like, yeah. So I could conform just like I can meet you. I really could. I could meet him, but it's like, don't you leading me? Don't mislead me. Don't take me the wrong way now. It's gonna be a problem. But yeah.
So, with no experience, how would you know it's right or wrong?
I guess like I'll say this much, like we all have a conscience. Like you already know like what's right, what's wrong, but you also know like what's gonna work for you and what's not gonna work for you.
So it just has to be morally right to you.
Absolutely.
You just need to find a person that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's talk about you, man.
Oh shit.
So, we done talked about the virginity and all of this. You're a gay man, African American man in today's society, which homosexuality is definitely way different now than it was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But still to this day, like, what are some things you feel like you deal with that you shouldn't have to deal with, but you do just because you're gay, as far as like the way certain people look at you or treat you, or
So I guess like with me, like growing up, like I always been like this. Like I always like guys. I always had a feeling for guys. I never had feelings for girls.
So I got into it. So, and this some shit I always hear. Do you feel like gay people are born gay? Or do you feel like you learned that as you got older and had to like sway? Because was at any point younger that you thought you liked girls, or you just all the way was like...
You know what? As far as like a gay person like saying that they're born to be gay, I feel like yes, it is. Some people, you know what I'm saying, are born gay because basically I was. Because I never had this point in my life where it was like, you know what I'm saying, like I was liking girls and then I stopped and then I switched over to guys. I always had that feeling for them.
For boys.
Yeah. So like for example, like elementary school, like I remember like it was yesterday. I had wrote this guy a letter and I asked him, did he like me? Check yes or no.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid,
like
because
men are already like
hardwired.
conditioned, hardwired to like women. It don't matter. Like we, even our parents, our mothers,
don't do that.
Our mothers teach us to like women. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So how was that in your household? Like, did they ever tell you, Dwight, don't, you did, well, that's gay, or, like, how was that?
What's your family dynamic? First of all, I want to know, like, were you raised by a single parent? Were you raised around women, or were you the only child? Like, how to...
So I am the only child, and I live with my mom and my dad. So it was, you know what I'm saying?
You
It was
had
just
two-parent household.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. Yeah.
How was that with him knowing early on, like, oh, my son gay?
You know, my dad knew, but even with my mom, it was kind of hard for them to, you know what I'm saying, like accept it. Yeah. You know, they always would tell me like they wanted, grandkids and shit like that. And I'd be looking at them like, I don't know how y'all gonna get them motherfuckers, But, it was hard for them to accept it. But then too, at the same time, like they love, you know what I'm saying, like me for me.
Yeah, right. That's dope. Yeah.
And, with my dad, he was dealing with a lot of stuff too, like in his life. So like I wasn't really like close to him, even though that, you know what I'm saying, that I lived with him. I was really, really like close to my mom. And both of them are passed now. But
both of your parents?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then being the only child is crazy.
Yeah.
So like it's
So what family now do you have to like really lean on and stuff?
I mean, I talk to a lot of my family, you know what I'm saying, on my mom's side, a lot of my dad's side. Most of the times too, like I feel like a lot of stuff that I've dealt with in my life, I feel like when I talk to them, they don't really, you know what I'm saying, understand. So a lot of times too, it's like when I have like a lot of stuff on my mind, I just like shut down. I don't want to deal with nobody. I'm kind of like to myself. So mostly really like I'm by myself with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to that kid that you sent that letter to, and you said check yes or no. Like, what happened?
He checked, yeah.
Dead ass?
He did, yeah.
So, Did he understand the depth of what you were actually saying, or was
I mean, I don't know. I only understood my part.
Yeah.
And his parents, you know what I'm saying, they found out. My parents had found out about it too, but I mean, nothing really happened.
Yeah, I mean, I get
Yeah.
that. You said elementary anyway. So
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't nothing crazy, but like I said, at that age, sometimes, like you said, you knew what you meant by it. But as a kid, he might just thought like, you know, you my friend. You do you like me type. You know what I'm saying? Because at that age, some people develop a little earlier or faster than others.
Yeah.
Some people was stuck in their kid mindset. Some
Right.
people, I want to touch somebody.
Yeah, somebody being grown.
Yeah. You was on that type.
I was
on that time.
Yeah, I was ready. I was
So
really
like,
on it.
have you ever tried to like approach a guy that you thought wasn't gay just to see, like, you know, hey, I'm gonna see how he gonna act? Or do you normally respect that boundary, or like how is that? How do you go about?
I want to hear your honest answer because I don't.
Yeah, I've never heard
I
that
think-
from
you
you,
know,
Brian.
I think a lot of gay
Shit,
men be
yeah.
trying straight
Yeah.
niggas. They be trying
Niggas that they
straight-
don't perceive and just think they gonna flip them. Like, how
Yeah.
You know, I only tried it once. But you know, we kind of got like this gay radar where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like we kind of feel like, you know, would they talk to us or whatnot. So I
Nigga
tried
looking
it
at you
once.
too hard or something.
Yeah,
licking his
different
lips,
stuff,
lips
you
up.
know, saying different things. So yeah, I've done it once, but
Did it work?
yeah.
So was you his first gay interaction, or was he just a down low dude?
DL.
Okay, so alright,
Yeah.
so you didn't necessarily flip him. You was just
No.
yeah. So
No.
that's something else in the gay community. Cause I see this shit on Facebook and social media a lot. Like they be purposely having like DL lists and shit. Like, have you ever contributed to like a DL list or something, or you respect that of a dude, or you like fuck that? Like you DL, like you fine being a side nigga DL, like you know what I'm saying?
You know, I have like a whole bunch of like DL guys hit me up. A whole bunch. And I do, you know what I'm saying? Like I do respect them. I never been the type to like expose them or whatnot. Yeah, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? You just don't do that because, you know, that's how, you know, shit happen or whatnot. But I definitely don't do that because the DL guys.
So
they be
then
there.
you comfortable with being like, that's technically like being a side nigga or side, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
Being
you in
a
the
secret,
shadow.
you talking about like a secret, basically.
Like a
you
secret.
Yeah.
You know what? I've actually tried that. I've conversated with, you know what I'm saying, a DL guy for like a long time. Because I really liked him. Like
We have like a main relationship with a woman or something?
He was bisexual. So you know, he dealt with girls too. He not really like dealt with guys, but you know, he had a feeling for them. And you know, we talked and stuff like that. But with me being more open with it, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to actually like be in a relationship with a DL guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't want to be like a secret, like
Have to be
right, yeah, like you gotta hide me. Yeah, right, yeah, like I don't want to be living like that.
Yeah, so being gay, specifically like a gay man, statistics state that gay men are more susceptible to getting HIV and stuff. So as far as you like navigating and picking who are you fucking or whatever, like how do you go about that, knowing like you are at a higher risk of like contracting?
So it's a medication that, you know, the gay guys take. It's called PrEP. You take
PrEP?
you take one pill a day, so it prevents you, you know, saying from like getting HIV and AIDS. It don't prevent you from getting like STDs or nothing like that. But yeah, I'm currently
They
taking
got a
that.
commercial about that. don't they?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I see a lot of random.
Yeah.
Nah, I think they got a commercial. They be on the beach and shit.
Yeah.
There's some crazy shit too. We go deep into that, but since you said about commercial, I noticed that like gay commercials be full of white, but then when it's a gay commercial, it be so many other ethnicities.
This one, like,
Yeah.
they-
It be like a lot of black people and
also,
shit.
I think that nowadays they just trying to make things a lot more diverse.
Bruh.
They bring in a lot of biracial things. You look at a lot
Yeah.
of commercials. It's a lot of white and black. Either the dad is black and the mom is white.
I ain't talking about the biracial shit. I'm talking about
So the gay shit. You saying
a lot of black,
a lot of minorities.
Like they want us to
I
like
get what you're saying.
focus like black people gay as hell, but then it's like nah, man.
I think that's just your
White
perspective. I just think that's your perspective.
Let me tell you why.
Because the commercials I see, you got to say white people in it too.
Yeah.
You look at the fucking commercials prior to, you'll see 3 commercials prior. All white people, you don't see no black. All white people, you don't see no black. All white people, you don't see no black. Gay commercial, you see some blacks too. God dang, what the fuck? Like, that shit is crazy to me. But so now you said you that's something that's known in like the gay community. You know, take this, take that.
Yes.
Prep. You said.
Yes.
So outside of that, it's not more notion to like get tested more often or whatever, or like how do you? Because like as a in the gay community, are men still men as far as we cheat, we do this, we do that. So if you feel like you with a specific dude, the odds of him cheating, like y'all still fucking cheat. You still got the testosterone of a man, you know, and the sex drive of a man, and you just gay. So,
Yeah, so with that, you know what I'm saying, like the stuff that y'all deal with, like straight, you know what I'm saying, like male and female, the gay community deal with it too. Like, you know what I'm saying, like if we had like a boyfriend or a friend or whatnot that still cheat, lie, it's still the same shit.
And are you just as mad? Cause like, so say if me and her dating, and she cheated on me with a woman. Since I'm attracted to women and it's my sexual orientation, I wouldn't be mad. But so since you're gay, if your guy cheats on you with a guy, are you still just as mad? Are you like, well, just bring the guy home too?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Like, you don't be cheating at all. Like,
So
no.
even if he cheated on you and you think the guy keep two, you ain't like, oh, it's still like, nah.
No, you ain't finna cheat on me. We ain't finna be together. No.
Okay, so
Hell no.
I guess that's
Yeah.
more or less the same.
No. Even if it was a girl, no, you ain't finna cheat on me. Your ass
Yeah, I
finna
mean,
be
I
out.
can understand that with the girl part, because it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
even with a dude too, like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I would be mad as fuck. I don't give a fuck how good you look, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
No. We ain't doing that.
this is just like a vague statement, and y'all give me y'all thoughts on it.
Okay.
But I feel as though in today's society, a lot of the times, women want to impress women more than they care to impress men with the plastic surgery or the lipo, the BBLs and stuff like that. You know, a guy will tell a woman, you know, oh, I don't care for that. You can stay natural. I like you how you are, whatever. And then, you know, they'll respond or reply like, you know, oh, I'm doing this for me. But then when you turn around and look, in social media and stuff, there's a lot of women that's looking at that woman's body and like, oh my God, I want to be like that. Like, what's up with that? Do y'all see that, or that's like just something that I've seen and it's just my opinion alone? Like, what?
Some women do that, not all, but I will say some do it.
So now,
Yeah.
anything I state here is not to be 100%. I just speak on general. So
Right.
if it's a general thing, if you feel like, even if it's 60% and it's 40% the other way, if you feel like it's a general thing, then I think you kind of agree with me. And if you feel like it's not even,
yeah.
so you feel like that's generally like,
I do. I think like in today's society, a lot of women are not comfortable with their bodies because they are shown what the ideal body
Perfection,
is,
right?
So it's like, for instance, like when I lost weight, a lot of people were like messaging me like, "Did you get a BBL?" I'm like, "No, I worked."
Did your booty got bigger?
I mean, and the waist got smaller, so it was
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
so it's like, it's hard because I think it falls like in the realm of like a woman's confidence, their self-esteem, how they look at other women and how they look at themselves. It's a generation now where they praise BBLs, you know, so it's kind of like some women are just like, look, I'm gonna do that so I can be more attractive, or so I can, you know, it's not. Some women do it so that they can feel better about themselves, but I do feel like some women are doing it too, I guess, get other women's attention, like, you know, or
I think
That's
it's
just
an
my
envy
opinion.
thing. I
It
think
is.
women are catty to the point
It
where
is.
they would like the envy of other women and
Right.
stuff like that. Like, what's your thoughts on?
I'm so much on the fence of this because I say this when it comes to like the BBLs. So I've heard that women were doing it for the men, right? Originally, because of how like men like thick women, men like asses, they flow towards the asses and shit like that. But then when they got the BBLs, the men was like, we like asses, but we like the natural big ass. If it's not gonna be natural, it's okay not to have the BBL.
Yeah.
And so now they keeping the BBL. Matter of fact, it was lying about the BBLs, right? Until women started coming out, making it a thing. Right,
Yeah.
and then now more,
popping.
now it's
Yeah.
popping. So
Yeah.
that's what makes me
Yeah.
on the fence. It's like I don't really know who they're doing it for at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm very much 50-50 with it.
And like I stated before, I think it's the slight envy thing because it's like her body looks good, my body don't, and it's like I want my body to look good too because now
Yeah.
this girl got one up on me or this whatever. Like this is what I'm supposed to look like, and I don't look like this. Like I don't know. And I think it's hard to try to live up to the expectations and or standards of something that's not even naturally built.
Right.
You know.
I mean, but some
when it
people,
happens.
some people like it though. You gotta understand, like everybody is not like don't have the same mindset as us. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that's like, if your ass look fat, I don't care if it's fake or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
what's your thoughts on it? Would you, if you knew for a fact that shit was,
It's a turn off to me.
See,
If I already,
yeah.
even if I think it, it's a turn off for me.
So, and then not just that. This is something that a lot of people don't necessarily go into depth and think about. See, you have surgery scars and stuff.
I mean, that don't bother me
like
that
them
much.
shits last like years. Like she look good in clothes and all this on. You the man or woman that gotta be with this person, and you know they lay down. They got these big cuts under.
Yeah.
You can't see it when they up, or they got these.
That really don't
cuts
bother.
on.
Surgery scars can come from anything. So,
Yeah.
so what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do? I'm gonna judge them because they got
Yeah.
a surgery scar. You
But
know what I'm
then
saying?
not just that, you also risk of like dying and shit.
I mean,
like
there's a
under
lot
the
of
knife,
risk.
you
Yeah,
know what I'm
there's a
saying?
lot of risk.
And then a
Yeah.
lot of people be trying to go get like the cheap surgeons and shit
Yeah.
like that, getting botched and
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine, so how would you feel? You were a chick. You were a chick. And
Go ahead, Earl.
I
Shit. I mean,
Niggas get BBLs too. What
They
you talking about? Yeah.
Gay
Yeah.
men or straight men?
Shit, I heard both.
Yeah, both do, yeah.
Celebrity wise, I heard straight men, but yeah, exactly. Celebrity wise, I heard straight men, but
That's a very good
I don't know about no straight men.
But so
getting
that's
BBLs.
it. I don't want to think too much of straight men, but like, so how would you feel? You know, if you were a chick and she's like, I want to get surgery so bad, or whatever. You fine with her the way she is, and then she goes get the surgery, and something bad happens, nerves or something, and she can't walk no more, or something, you know, something bad. Would you stick with her? Now y'all not married, you dating her or whatever. You know, you told her, no,
Yeah.
baby, you know, I like you how you are, and then she get botched, whole titty gone, like flat type shit. You know, something's fucked up, visually unpleasing. Like, would you still rock out and be like, I told you, man. Like, how shallow would you feel about the situation?
Why I gotta be shallow? That's why I can't stand people say like,
Correct.
yo,
You all right.
why can't when people have a like opinion or something about things? Why I gotta
they
be
make it
shallow?
shallow.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
get you.
anyways,
You right.
honestly, I'm the type of person I can't speak on how I would feel in the future. I'm not that type of person.
Be hypothetical.
I can try to be hypothetical. Just because love like kind of wins all, it depends on how like
How
involved
much you care about it.
yeah, how all my emotions are with it. Now, if we just like doing the little dance type thing, that knowing me and knowing that physically, we could be cool. You know what I'm saying? I could still be there for you, but I just know like over time, like my physical attraction or sexual attraction is gonna
It's
go
a
down
big
for you.
thing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna probably go down for you, but I also gotta be like emotionally intelligent and know like what are you going through. So I just don't know how it really feels. So like I'm probably contradicting myself right now because I really don't know how I really feel at that moment. Speaking on like, damn, I do want to be there for that person because her finding another nigga is gonna probably be a little bit harder. I mean, some niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not gonna meet you and not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But being that we done grown something with each other, I'm gonna care for you a little bit. So it's a little different for me.
We talking about surgery. You ever thought about it?
I had one.
I'm talking. Had one what?
Mm-hmm.
BBL.
Yeah, lipo.
BBL
I had lipo and BBL.
Dead ass.
Look at you.
Dead ass. Yeah, while we talking about it.
I said gay, but when I went to the straight, that's why I said okay. So
Yeah.
I mean, how was that whole experience?
It was scary. It was something I always like talked about like a while back, but I mean, I just decided I just wanted to do it. I actually got it done this year, January the 4th.
How long was like recovery and stuff?
Recovery wasn't bad. Like I'd say like about a week.
That's it.
I mean, okay, so
Talking about like out of work, back to work.
like out of work. So I was supposed to have went back to work like after a week, but I actually went back like 5 days.
And
it
I
worked.
was mad at him. Yeah.
You was, yeah. Kiana was definitely was mad at me. I worked a whole 12-hour shift and everything. Yeah.
They put you to sleep and everything.
They do,
and
yeah.
5 days you was back on the road.
Yeah. I was working.
Where you get it done at? Here in North Carolina?
I got it done in Atlanta at Mia Aesthetics.
Okay. You ever thought about going further?
No.
Trans and all that?
No, I ain't doing all that. No.
you keeping your
I'm
opinions?
keeping all my shit. I don't want to switch all that. Hell no.
So, you know. Now I'm going into
Go ahead.
Nah.
Oh, shit. What's up?
Yeah,
That's what they up here for, right?
So, are you a bottom or a top? Like, how does that work with you?
Bottom.
So you don't fuck the other nigga type shit. You just like a receiver more so than anything else.
I mean, I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, I tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you gay and stuff like that, you will experience or whatnot. But I'm mostly like a bottom.
So where does your penis come into play?
When I touch it?
I mean, nah, I get that because now you saying like, nah, I want to keep my shit. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
I see
do
where
you
you're going. Yeah.
Ejaculate? Do you beat your meat or are you fucking the dude? Like, what's the erection and like the manly factor of still having your penis? You know?
So, I mean, it's different. So, like, let's say if you like having sex with a guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they might want to, you know what I'm saying, touch it. And then you might got this guy that don't want to touch it. So, you mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he penetrating you, he might be the one to stroke it or I might be the one to do it. But either or, I mean...
So that's the reason why you want to keep it.
So
No, not really. I just with me, like, I always, like,
So you
been
still
myself.
man.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So, like, really, I mean, you know, it's just I just like the same sex. Like, I just don't, I didn't never want to, you know what I'm saying, like, do the whole, like...
You don't think of yourself
sex
as a
thing.
woman.
No.
You just know you a male
no.
that like men.
Right, yeah.
Gotcha.
and I
Yeah.
like that because I don't know, when it comes to if I get these letters wrong, y'all don't crush me. The LGBTQ, I think it's more letters
said it
now.
right. Yeah.
And it's so many like things with that I don't know. It's hard to keep up with it.
I know. I don't know if this is part of your questions, but I know like some, of course, around our age group, it's kind of been in the lifestyle for forever, right? They'll say there's some that be like, oh, they just doing too much right now.
Yeah,
Or
that's
that-
kind of what I mean by that.
right.
Like, do you ever feel like, okay, now they just doing too much just to try to be seen, just or even like adding the extra letters? It's just like, okay, we get the point. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever feel that way?
To add to what he's saying, and this is what I mean. So, specifically, like trans people, they'll say, "Oh, well, I'm a woman too. She's just a birth giver or whatever." It's certain words and terms that they try to de-womanize a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
To make them more feminine. And so, like, how do you feel about
I heard about that too.
those things? You know, and they like, oh, I'm a woman, just much shit. Or men or trans going into women bathrooms and not expecting the women to feel, you know, awkward or weird, and they still might have their penis. Like, you're just a trans. I don't know how far you are when you are trans, or you know, you still could have your penis, or you could be bisexual. You still could, you know, rape me a woman, just like a normal man could, because you still are, you know, naturally a man, you know. So you feel like, you know, all of that is still out of your field. You like, I don't even pay that shit no mind, or like.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to, like, the trans and stuff like that, I don't never feel like they're, you know what I'm saying, like, doing too much. Whatever they do, you know what I'm saying, I just respect it. I never really got into, like, you know, like, all the trans and stuff like that, because it's like I always did my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been myself. Yeah. So it's like, whatever anybody chooses to do, like, I just always respect it. I don't ever feel like anybody doing too much. I just, on this... Like, it's to where it's like, you comfortable doing it, do it. If you happy,
you got
do
any
it.
trans friends?
I do. I do. They cool as hell. Like, they just regular, you know what I'm saying, hair. Some of them still got the thing. Sometimes they, you know, don't have the wig on
and so,
or whatnot.
You know, as far as your lifestyle, would you date another, like, feminine man, or is it always like a masculine man?
Oh, no. I can't date a guy that acts just like me. Like, you got to be hardcore. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just not attracted to,
So
you know what I'm saying, like a guy that act like me.
You tell a nigga, like, bro, you ain't manly enough for me.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Like a feminine gay guy tried to holler at you before?
A lot of them, yeah.
So, okay. So that's still like a preference thing. So some gay guys like flamboyant gay guys. Right.
And you know, to the girl side, you know, you got a feminine, you know what I'm saying, girl. They don't like the stud. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl that dressed like a dude. You know what I'm saying? They just like a pretty ass girl that look regular.
You ever seen two studs together?
That's about to be my point when that's the question. I was like, you don't see, like, a stud ain't gonna really like a stud, you know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy, yeah.
But just for education purposes, because I know he just used the word, and I use the word very often. Is flamboyant seem like a derogatory term, or no? For y'all, is that something that we're able to use, or no?
Yeah, okay. Y'all can use that. Okay. The hardcore word is.
He said you can say that F word.
The other word. That's them the fighting words right there.
But okay, I don't know if you know. I'm just something I've been curious about. Is there a reason why that other F word is offensive, or is this something that's just y'all
been taught?
Yeah,
and you don't really have an attachment to it. It's just somebody told you like, oh, if a nigga call you this, you need to get hype. You need to turn up. Kind of like the word nigga. Like,
damn, bro,
I don't have no ties to it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't even think it's the same shit.
People just think, you know, if a white person call you nigga, you gotta turn up.
Yeah, because I know when I was younger, and of course with like men around, and then there was a male who had feminine, they'll use the F word, right? And maybe it's because we've been conditioned to know it as something negative. Right. And if we use that as something negative, that's what it is. Same word, same with nigga. Like, we condition to know it as something negative, but jokingly, I don't know if y'all use the F word with each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all do that.
Like we do. We say nigga. Hey, what's up, nigga? Do y'all ever joke like that?
We do. Call each other bitches.
Oh, well, that's
I mean, you know, stuff like that. Like that. We say stuff like that too.
Because girls call each other bitches. Oh, that's the same shit. Yeah, that's the obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, the same shit.
Yeah, I guess. I guess, man. Shit. So. Just to take away some of the negative, because, you know, in today's society, it's a lot of women versus man. It's like, oh, you know, niggas always doing this, niggas doing that. And it's a lot of men versus women, where men like, oh, bitches ain't this and bitches ain't that or whatever. So to kind of switch it up, like, you pick the side you want. But we need the men at the table to make some things about men, statements that we don't fuck with. And for the women, if you want whichever side, I don't know, you want to do it, you can just make some things about women in today's society that you look at like, what the fuck are we really out here doing? Things that we, you know, tend to push off on women. For example, you know, I'll start. Like, something about men that I really dislike, and it fucks it up for a lot of other men, is like thirst. Thirst is horrible. Like, a man's thirst is like insatiable, it seems like. Yeah. And I know for women, you know, y'all talk about it, like, oh, this nigga. And I don't know, I feel like exclusivity sometimes
Yeah.
is like so powerful, and if men were a little more exclusive with themselves, sometimes
Yeah.
it would kind of balance shit back. Cause right now, pussy got so much power. Like, a woman make a nigga do some crazy shit, bro. And that's why, like, to me, I feel like the thirstier the dudes are, the more they push that power into the woman's court. And it's like, you know, that's why I think, like, out of all things that men do, that's probably one of the worst things or the biggest things I dislike. Thirst. Like, the real super thirsty niggas, the niggas that's just on everything. Like, I don't know. That's annoying as fuck to me. Like, niggas don't have no coof, no fucking. And the few that do, I feel like at that point, you kind of already get categorized because now this woman is like, oh, all these niggas want is this and this, that, and the third. Fuck. That's all they want. So that's my biggest thing. You, anything, niggas, women, men.
I get all right. So let me start with the men.
Are you gonna do both?
I might do both. I might do both.
A long time.
All right.
The biggest thing with me with men is, I guess, you know, you got some of them that sit here and act like they, you know what I'm saying, got everything and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like if
So
they got their own, capping. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, like they got their own house,
Hey,
their own
you
car.
a woman, stay in the
Sorry.
West.
I'm sorry, but I hate that. I do. I hate it. Oh, okay.
We men on men right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like,
Cappers.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta do women too then.
Girls, let me see. Some girls like that too.
Cappers. What they capping on?
Feel like, you know what I'm saying, like they got their own shit.
I can't speak on it because I can't tell her not to speak on it.
yeah.
Just what they capping on though?
I mean, you know what I'm saying, like having all this good shit, you know what I'm saying, like their own house, cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
but
basically
really,
financial capping.
Yeah.
On both ends. You know
Both ends, yeah. I feel like a lot of people do
Which
that.
way y'all want to go for it? We going top while you still going?
You know, I was literally trying to get something right.
So, one thing I do hate about women, I see a lot of women tell people what they want in a man, but when you, I guess, try to reflect on that woman, like, are you setting the
Put her shit
standard?
on the table.
Right.
She ain't got the shit she
You're
want.
not meeting what you're asking for, if that
right.
makes sense. So that's something that I really don't like. It's kind of like with the trying to put on and trying to impress somebody, like, it just, I don't like.
I need a nigga. I seen this shit. I need a nigga to make 6 figures at least whole time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
like, you don't even
take
do
care
that.
of you.
Right.
Right.
As an adult, it's your responsibility to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I definitely see that a lot.
So,
Yeah, especially with the finances, that's a big part now.
I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna say 2, but it's like one and the same. For men, I don't like when men, like, they lead with money and then complain about why women are. You know what I'm saying? That's what you mean. And then on the other side, same thing with women. Like, you lead in with your body, right?
Yeah.
You showing it off, and then niggas hit your DMs, and you get choosy, right? But because the wrong niggas are hitting you up, that's when you want to out the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So you lead it, you lead it with your body, and then you complain why niggas trying to hit you up for pussy. You know what I'm saying? So on both sides, that's annoying to me. Feel me?
I do feel like out of most races, I see more black man versus woman hate than I do in like a lot of other races. Like we be dogging each other out.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that
I'm
shit
trying to
is
figure out where did that come from.
systematic, bro.
That's
It's
crazy.
systematic to kind of like keep us
And then put us against
in a
each other,
feud.
though. Put us against each other, right? So we don't have to go against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the music, the movies, society, fuck these bitches, fuck these hoes, fuck my baby daddy, fuck my baby daddy. And it's like, oh, hell yeah, fuck my baby daddy. And then it's like, we fall into it, we think it's cool, we think it's dope, we think it's like how shit's supposed to be. Don't love these hoes. It's like, god dang, so who supposed to love them then? Like, you know, they having kids and stuff too, and you ain't gonna love them, so you ain't gonna love the kids. And I don't know, that shit is generational, a curse. Like.